Yay!
Hey guys, welcome to a awesome episode of Gathering of the Shadows. I am Messy Jessy. Clearly, everything's messy in my life, and I am here with the lovely, beautiful Ginger Mystic.
Hi guys, Ginger Mystic here. We're here for the excitement and the evening, and happy to be here with our special guest.
The wild animal from Animal Expedition. You guys, I'm so excited. This is so cool. I know we say it every time, but I'm literally sweating.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Oh my gosh. This is going to be awesome. We're going to talk about all kinds of things. Yeah. Thank you for being on. Thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you for coming on tonight.
Oh, no worries. I'm excited. I love talking about history and ghosts and paranormals, you name it. Cryptids. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Same.
How did you get started? Like, seriously, like, I watch your stuff and it's amazing.
I appreciate it. How the paranormal pretty much started in my life. I've pretty much experienced it since I was like a child, which is funny because I'm originally from New England, Rhode Island, and that's where it all started. Just experiencing, just seeing weird stuff in the corners of my room, and just kind of wondering what the hell is, this entity or spirit or whatever it was, I didn't really know what it was, but like I was a big fan of Ghostbusters. I'm sure everybody was.
I like Slimer.
So I started dressing up as a Ghostbuster just because I started seeing ghosts and stuff like that, and just having a proton pack and just going around my house, just pretend I'm shooting ghosts all the time because I thought I saw something. So just growing up after that, just I think around 13 years old, I moved to Florida, and I call it the Jurassic Park of the United States because there's so much crazy things like gators, snakes, you name it. There's everything.
And spiders. Let me tell you about spiders.
Yeah, spiders.
But yeah, there was everything there. But we moved to Florida, had a lot of paranormal experiences there. Became a diver, a scuba diver because of my dad. My dad was a diver, so I learned from him and started doing some diving at a young age. Then I kind of got veered off of it a little bit because, when you're a kid, you want to, you think about other things, playing around, toys, all that stuff. And as I got older, I just, I wanted to get more into ghost hunting and stuff. And I started getting into religion at a young age too, became a Christian and dabbled in that for a little bit. And for actually a while until I struggled in my faith for a bit till kind of like recently. Not recently, I'd say about this past 4 months. Not a Christian no more, but that's a whole nother story. Kind of found other routes in my faith and things like that. But I found a friend down there in Florida. We became good friends, and we started a paranormal team called Ghost Pros. Started like just helping people out, people that had issues, waking up at night, seeing things, knocking on doors, things thrown at their house. So we would just go there and help them and just be there for people. Because that's what I felt called to do, is help people in the paranormal with their whatever issues they had going on, and did that for a while. And and then we started doing paranormal diving. So we got into that. Wow. So we dived shipwrecks and saw really crazy paranormal stuff underwater. And people are like, how do you see paranormal stuff underwater? And people always ask me that, like, how is that possible? I'm like, well, if people die on land, people die underwater too. And shipwreck, a lot of people, like, look at the Titanic. Look at so many, like, shipwrecks that went down with people. Look at so many planes that went down with people. Spirits will be anywhere, no matter what land or sea. So we've had weird, crazy phenomena, balls of light. We've heard weird noises in shipwrecks. We've had a lot of crazy things happen just being underwater. It's fascinating. Just love the sea life, and be able to do something like that is just once in a lifetime kind of deal. Because
I think I was a pirate in my past life. I'm pretty sure.
That would be cool. I would love to
So,
be a pirate.
so when you experience stuff underwater, have you ever been afraid of having them pull your breathers out, or like have you had
It,
experiences where they mess with your
no,
diving equipment?
not really. No, it's more of
No?
a peaceful kind of experience. We've never really had anything negative. I mean, seeing a shark is more negative than seeing like kind of a spirit or anything like that.
Gotcha.
But it's just really cool to be able to experience stuff like that under the water and also up above too. Don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of crazy experiences above, on dry land too,
Yeah.
and it's just been a cool walk, and to be able to experience a lot of cool things.
I think that's cool. Like, and I agree with you. A lot of people don't realize there's a lot of, spirits everywhere. And I can only imagine what the Titanic is like,
Hmm.
like
Oh,
how many people. I think that's like and even the warships, like the battleships off of the coast and
yeah.
everything. Those, I get so much energy. Even just
Yeah,
being on the shore, I feel a lot. So
yeah,
That's crazy.
it's crazy. I love it.
Well, and I think that the whole diving aspect to it might make me a little bit nervous because I have a fear of drowning.
yeah,
And so, and I've dealt with some negative experiences with paranormal stuff too, and I'm like, I don't know how I'd feel about it if somebody like came over and tried to grab my breather out of my mouth. I might have a
yeah.
freaking heart attack.
Yeah, yeah.
That could be
Like
crazy. But it's good to hear that
I
your experiences have been peaceful because,
Yeah.
that's what you
yeah,
hope for.
Oh yeah, you hope that anywhere you go, especially like because you don't know in the paranormal. I always tell people like you don't know what to expect. Like you could expect nothing, like nothing could happen, or you could have
Right.
someone getting thrown across the room. You just
Yeah.
never know, or something could totally take over you. I
Hmm.
have had that experience where something has taken over me at a paranormal investigation, actually at a prison.
Oh
oh,
wow.
Investigation. Yeah, that was interesting. It's just you never know. Like it's the paranormal is it's very weird. But
Hmm.
it's cool because you get to experience so many cool things and like I said, it's not for everybody. The
Yeah.
paranormal. Some people think it's a joke, but it's weird now. Like the more I've been doing this for a long time, the much older I get, like I see people now thinking that the paranormal's cool now. Bigfoot, UFOs,
right.
all this
Yeah.
crazy things. And now look at what's going on in the Pentagon. There's so much crap going on with UFO files and this,
Yeah.
seeing weird objects in the sky. And I don't know, I'm looking at the sky because I think I'm
Yeah.
seeing.
It's still pretty daylight here, but
But like,
I was gonna ask you that. What do you think about we have known for a long time that stuff has been going on
yeah,
and
Yeah.
people won't believe it now. It's like the government's finally like, well, I guess we'll come out and say that there is unidentified allegedly.
Mm.
it's weird because like who knows what they are? They could be like I always say it as this, like I always think it as like other realms. Oh, I'm trying to think of that word where there's other what do they call it in I'm gonna get nerdy now here in a second.
Like alternate realities or
Multi
multi-universe stuff.
universes.
Or
Like I
like
always think
the
it
Matrix. That's what I always think of.
kind of like you ever watch
Yeah.
the Avengers where there's multiverses and all that stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Stuff like that where I think people are like just traveling through interdimensions and coming to our areas and just studying us and just pretty much like warning us from things what not to do. But if you think as human beings, like we're not really all that great and smart because we always make
Mhm.
like history will repeat itself and like
Over.
I think
Yep.
over and over, and I think they're trying to tell us like, dude, hold on, calm down, like you
Yeah.
guys don't need to have wars, you don't need to be doing all this stuff. Like I think that's what's actually what we're seeing is just warning signs of them telling us like don't do this crap or this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, and the unfortunate part is we don't listen because
No.
we do what we want. And what do you think about prophecies? I mean, obviously history repeats itself, but do you think the
Yeah.
prophecy is coming true?
Anything's possible. Like I said, like when I was a Christian, I believed in a whole bunch of prophecy and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And now that my blinders are down, like anything could be possible, in life, because we don't know really what's gonna happen. We really don't. And there's some people that say they could tell what the future is, but I believe in living now and today. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And live. Like I always tell people, if you worry about the future and worry about everything else, you're gonna miss out the opportunity that's happened right in front of you right now.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. Yep.
And I think that's what's happening in the society today is we worry so much what's in the future, and everybody gets so angry and they're not worried about the now. Like, I want to worry about the now. I want to worry about how my kid's going to grow up, how this is going to happen, in the now,
Mhm.
not tomorrow. Because tomorrow, anything could happen. I could get hit by a tree, hit by a car, and it just,
Right.
you never know. That's why we so worry about the future as a human being, because we're like, oh my gosh, this is going to happen tomorrow. But I'm like,
Yeah.
who cares?
But are you
Worry
going to
about
make it to tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, you don't know that. It's like,
You
Yeah.
don't. Yep.
crazy.
It's
I
funny
never
'cause
really took that. Yeah.
when I
Right.
start worrying with my husband, he always is like, yeah, all of that stuff could happen that you're saying, but also you could step outside and walk out into the road and get hit by a bus. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
for that, but it's true.
Yeah,
Thanks for
it's
being all sunshiny and
Yeah, thanks for being sensitive.
right. Like
I
really. Yeah. Oh
That's
my gosh.
funny.
Yeah, it's crazy with things going on, and I have to agree with what you're saying. Like we do as a human species. I think because we got to think about it. Way back in the day when we were cavemen, we didn't think about what happened tomorrow. We thought about the now. We thought about how to survive the day, how to get away from predators, and now it's like once we started developing our brain, I guess, I mean, they say that we don't even use majority of our brain, but
Still, yeah.
it's crazy how we've
still
developed in this society. Like we have to worry about what's going on tomorrow or what's going
Yeah.
on next week, not what's going
Yeah.
on now.
Right.
It's crazy.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you cover a lot of topics, right? When you're doing your shows, you cover a lot of topics. What do you think? What is your favorite to cover?
I think a lot of it, I like to cover Bigfoot. I think Bigfoot is like my favorite. I like
Yeah.
searching for Bigfoot. Just
She's
Future
a
Bigfoot
future
victim.
Bigfoot victim. I wore my Bigfoot shirt yesterday. Okay.
No, it's just really cool to think that there's a creature out there that is just hobbling around in the forest and just doing cool stuff, you know what I mean? And one day if I do see a Bigfoot, I'm gonna climb on its back and just say, take me away.
Yeah.
Give me a ride, Daddy.
I'm like, this is my ride off to the
Right.
sunset once I find Bigfoot.
Woohoo! I'll get you jerky.
I'll make you beef
Oh my
jerky.
god.
Jack
That's right.
Reed, here we come.
Yeah, right.
And we live in kind of Bigfoot country where we're at too. There's lots of sightings kind of out here in the country in Idaho.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so Bigfoot's always been one of my favorite creatures that is like outside into the cryptid world.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of taking a class from Mr. Paul, the one that we lost last year.
Oh.
And he was amazing. I got to see his lab, and he was an amazing guy. Like seriously, he put his whole heart and soul into studying of Bigfoot and being on different shows and everything, and he was just amazing. The Bigfoot community definitely lost a wonderful person, and hopefully somebody
Big
picks up.
researcher,
But yeah, he was a big researcher. But what do you think about Bigfoot going through portals? Do you think they have like a portal that they go through and then, like you were saying, like dimension?
Yeah, I have two theories with that. I think they either have a portal or they're kind of like, what's that creature called that could literally hide themselves from everybody?
Like Predator.
The Predator.
Is a chameleon? Yeah, it's a chameleon.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like, what's that word that they call it, that they just hide themselves, cloak themselves.
Camouflage, kind of.
The reason why I think they have a camouflage, because I did do kind of like a science thing like at my parents', because they live in the middle of the woods in Florida, and I sat at a bucket with apples, and I had a a really nice camera, when motion sensor camera, when animals come by, the camera would go off. So every time like an animal went by the apples, the camera would get the camera would get the animals, but none of the animals would take the apples. But then when I wake up in the morning to check the apples were gone. But nothing flashed. Whatever took the apples, nothing flashed in front of where the apples were. But we saw a print of big feet near the bucket where we put the apple.
That's crazy.
I really think they come through in different like dimensions, like portals.
Yeah, anything's possible. Or like I said, they could be cloaking themselves where the cameras can't sense them or see them. Anything. Or like you said, they could be portals where they're just popping in and out. Like, bye, sucker. Like,
sucker. You did not give me any Jack's Links jerky. So I guess I'll take the darn apple.
I don't got a tumbler of myself on the cut.
I always view myself, if I was like Bigfoot, I'd be like Miss Congeniality, walking down the mountain and tripping. That's me.
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm always interested. I know, like a few years back, a good friend of mine went to Skinwalker Ranch, and they had like Paracon. Wow. It was really cool. And they were talking. She went to a bunch of seminars about Bigfoot, and there was a bunch of the Bigfoot community there, especially like finding Bigfoot. A lot of professors and doctors about this. And they're saying that with Bigfoot, there was a hair follicle that was found.
Oh, wow.
And they tested the DNA on it. I'll have to find it or have her send it to me, and I'll send it to you. But she says they were talking about how they tested that DNA. And it didn't come back human, but it didn't come back animal either.
Didn't come back animal.
It did. Animal. That's what it is right there. Animal.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Yeah.
The long lost ancestor to Bigfoot. There you go.
Yeah.
That's right. The truth is out now. We don't.
I'll never forget. My kids used to do karate, and we had this Christmas party. So there was a lot of people. So you have to take your shoes off before you go into the dojo. And I was wearing boots. Yeah, and it was funny. Like everybody, my kids and wife were like making fun of me because you'd see small, my foot big, small. So I was like, I had the biggest shoe like in the whole place. I was like,
you're like, don't judge. Don't judge.
That's funny.
That's funny. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Do you think that, speaking besides Bigfoot, do you think that there are other cryptids or other undiscovered animals?
Oh yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff out there we haven't even discovered. I mean, gosh, there's so much woods out there that haven't even been looked into, like deep in the woods, because it's so vast and so big. You don't know what's out there. It could be anything. It could be somebody's uncle living out there. I don't know, but like it's it's just crazy to think about how vast our system is of woods and trees and mountains and caves. So many things that we haven't even discovered yet. So it just especially a whole civilization of people that we're not even allowed to go near because we don't know if they would kill somebody, or like all these tribes that are very like you're not supposed to go into. Like we don't know. So there could be a whole different civilization, cryptids, anything, aliens. It's just the vast. It's huge out there, and
I know
we'll never know.
Well, it's like you talked about the ocean earlier and how you guys did dives for paranormal and stuff like that. And can you think of all the crazy creatures that are in the trench and we can't get deep enough to see? And some people even think that UFOs have a hidden base in there.
And like the Mariana Trench?
Yeah. I can't even say it. I can't even say aluminum or cinnamon or apothecary.
That's too funny.
But I mean, that's kind of frightening, so that would be interesting if you ever had that experience, if you were diving and you were like, what is that? It's a ship.
I would love
not a ship.
No, that'd be cool. I'd be like, take me away right now.
Yeah,
I need a
like
your leader.
vacation.
yeah. I'd be like, you got oxygen? Cool.
Yep. I'll be like, you have a big screen TV, the couch, and I can have ice cream. Yep, let's go.
Yeah. Yep. I'd be like,
As long as I got ice cream, it's all that matters.
baseball, hockey,
Yep.
I'm good.
Yep. All the
and no
sports.
experiments. No experiments.
No experiments.
I'm not part of that.
Nope.
Right?
I want to be
Yeah,
Cartman
no
on
alien
South Park.
experimentation.
That's too funny.
Oh my god, guys!
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
I know. I was just thinking about what I was. Me and Ginger are gonna do like another show, and we're gonna talk about the fairies.
The fairies.
Yeah,
The good,
the fae.
the fairies. It's so funny. We have a Pocatello Paranormal. I'm part of that group, and we have a guy on there. His name's Mad Max. And why does my thing keep going? Stop. Anyway, he does Andrew Dice Clay like top, and every time I hear talk about fairies, I always have to do that. We talk about fairies, you know.
That's too funny.
That's funny.
I'm a dork. Anyway.
That's awesome.
So what's your craziest paranormal experience they had? I know you said you had many, but what one actually scared the crap out of you, but you were interested at the same time?
Oh gosh, try and think. One that probably, well, I would probably have to say the one where I have a picture of it. I'll have to send it to you sometime. But when I investigated that prison, I felt like something like, oh, gosh, how can I explain it? Because it was such a weird, like somebody was taking over me, you know, kind of like a spirit, what's it called? A possession.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like that in a way, because it was to the point where I went to my knees and I felt sick to my stomach and I wanted to vomit.
Oh yeah.
And it was like something was trying to take over, but luckily one of my friends who was a witch was there, had to pray over me to take it out, because it was bad at a point where
protections.
Yeah, and weeks later after that, like literally I was having dreams and nightmares, like the place was calling me back to go there. And it was weird. It only happened for a few weeks, but after that, like I haven't gotten anything since. But it just, I still think about it sometimes. Like what would happen if I came back? You know?
Yeah.
What if?
Yeah. Definitely put your protections for sure. You know?
But I haven't been back ever since, and I don't know if I ever will. That's one place that really scared the, excuse my language, shit out of me.
Oh no, you're good.
But yeah, that was one of them. More than diving.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I've heard that a lot of the times when you go into prison specifically, like there is a lot more of a heavy, dark presence that you'll run into there, more than like, you know, when you go to cemeteries, you get, you know, good and bad kind of all over the place. But mostly terrible, bad things happen in prison. So that's what lingers behind.
Well, and that's another thing that I'm kind of studying on right now, because, like I said, this whole religious thing kind of took me to a whole new aspect of life. And I'm kind of like restudying a lot of stuff, like the Bible and Lucifer and Satan, and how I'm not trying to go all religious, but it's a pretty cool concept to think about. Like, was Satan actually the bad guy or a good guy? And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. But if you think about it, the way God treated Satan, you know, to force him to do things. And I was like, coming to thinking, like, you know, Lucifer was a beautiful angel that got kicked out of heaven with a whole bunch of angels that they call now demons. Now, we throw this word demon around and say, oh, it's so negative and so bad. But, like, we get confused a lot of times where negative spirits and demons are totally the opposite thing. I honestly think, I'm starting to think that more of these demon creatures, or whatever you could call them, are actually protecting us in a way, guarding us from these negative, whatever these negative energies or spirits are. And it's great. And I know, like I said, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, but like, it's a cool concept, and if you keep reading like scriptures and stuff, it makes more sense. in a way, because of what God did to people was really bad. And
especially in the Old Testament.
Oh, very, yeah, in the Old Testament, and his own son. To what he did his own son and burning children. I mean, I could go on for days, but it's just
Right.
pretty crazy, and that's why like a lot of people throw the whole demons around and stuff, and that's why I'm like, every time I go to a haunting or something like that, and people are like, oh, it's a demon. I'm like, it's most likely not a demon. It's something that just was a negative, mean energy, you know, that was mad and hated people, or just was depressed and just wants to be left alone.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like, I'm not going to name any groups, but there are certain groups out there that really feed, especially right now, on demons. Like everything, you go to a haunting, oh, there's a demon in there, you know. I'm not saying that there's not negative. You know, I encountered one yesterday. But I mean, I think you have to learn how to handle yourself. You have to learn not to let down your guard. And do you feel that kind of that's what happened to you at the prison? Do you feel like you let your guard down for a minute and that negative entity or negative spirit figured out how to get in?
I think so. I think because I was so excited. I was in such a really vast, big place that was huge. It was in the mountains. And it was like probably the most coolest place I've ever been to at that time. But I think I probably did let my guard down. That was probably the issue. And the funny part is, like, at that point in time in my life, I was a Christian. And like, I don't want to say like when you're a Christian you get more easily attacked with things and stuff like that. But it's interesting. I don't know. Just say I have a picture I'll never forget. During the process of this was happening, I took a picture of myself, a selfie, and my eyes were like really blurry and changing. It was very weird and odd at the photo. I'll have to look for it. But I know I have it somewhere in my files. But yeah, it was a pretty creepy photo.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. You know, we ever want to share, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to look for it.
That'd be interesting.
So I kind of get the feeling like, especially when people are follow a Christian religion, and they might be doing paranormal work or doing a ghost hunt type thing. Like, I don't know that they understand always how to prepare themselves before they enter into places like that. Where I think some of us who study other practices realize how important it is to guard yourself and protect yourself before you put yourself out into those energies. And I think that can be a big risk factor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. Yeah. What advice would you offer to people who do go into places? And you're right, prisons have this. We have to remember these places, people were locked up for the rest of their lives.
Long time. Yeah.
You know, and some of them were very terrible people, you know. That
worst be there.
The worst of the worst. And I guess what advice would you offer somebody who wants to get into this field and wants to go and investigate those type of places?
I would say definitely protect yourself going into something like that. Sometimes, like, I always tell beginner paranormal people, they're like, oh, we're going to see a ghost right away. And I'm like, you might not, you know, you might think this is the most boringest thing ever, or you might think it's the best day of your life. You got to be patient with it. That's what I tell everybody, is be patient, protect yourself, bring something that will seal you and not harm you, you know, because this ain't a joke. Like, being like, some people think it's a joke doing this and it's like a whole gag thing and it's not real, but it is real, and you can't play around with stuff. It's like, don't play with fire. When you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, right? That's the saying that everybody pops around, and it's the same thing with the paranormal. You play around with them, you're gonna get burned, or scared the shit out of you, literally.
Right. Like, literally.
But like, it's real stuff, and people don't realize what they're dabbing in. Like I tell people, this whole thing that's going on with the whole Annabelle thing.
My God.
It's it's a whole gag thing. They're messing around with something like and we could talk about Annabelle a whole nother time, but it's people imagining. A lot of times, I don't know if you ever heard the saying, when you imagine it stuff, it comes true.
Yeah, it's manifesting, like really.
Manifesting,
yeah. And it's kind of like
Mhm.
that with Annabelle. Even though, like, I don't think is Annabelle actually haunted? I don't think so, because here's the reason why. Because it's around hundreds of other artifacts in that same room at the same time. And I think a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, is this going to happen to me? Or is this going to happen to me? And when people start believing it, things actually start happening. And,
Yes, they do.
and that's why there's this whole thing with it and stuff, and things do start to manifest because they start believing it, and things start happening. They start getting nightmares. They'll start seeing shit flying across the room or a whole bunch of other crap. But it's just that you just can't mess with fire.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
like energy. Like we all put the energy into something.
Yeah.
Do I believe in haunted objects? Yes. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm like, well, do you really want to dab with that? You know what I'm saying? Do we really want? I don't know why my sister, like, it's weird. It's never done that before. But do we really want to tempt that fate? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why are we taking her everywhere? And isn't it true? Like, some places have caught on fire. There's been terrible things happen. I'm like, why are we testing the waters here? Like,
yeah,
Right.
you know,
it's stupid stuff, and I don't know why people do that things. And plus, I don't like dolls. Dolls scare the crap out of me, so I wouldn't want to mess or piss off a doll that.
Right.
If it is haunted, I don't want to piss it off.
So
And,
what you're saying is
Absolutely.
no Paranormal Con at the Doll Island or the Clown Hotel in Tonopah.
yeah. Oh, you'll never catch me a doll. I'd be like, you ever saw the expression "Jesus walked on water"? That'd be me if I was on doll. I'd be running.
I could just see all your friends and like your family and stuff. They'd be like, damn, he can walk on water.
You want to see a Sasquatch walk on water? There you go.
Watch this, bitch.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like I don't know. Like I don't know how Ginger feels about it, but it's just like I do believe Ed and Lorraine were real people and they did have special things. Do I feel like things were kind of over exaggerated? I do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's what Hollywood wants us to believe. And,
yeah,
you know, like
Right.
I love The Conjuring. I love everything. And I love The Nun. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Ooh, the nun.
That bitch is creepy. And, you know.
Yeah. I would never want to see that person.
Yeah. Like, but I also was raised in like a Catholic kind of thing too. And then like my other side of the family was Mormon. And so to me, we talk about different religions and stuff. I believe that there's a lot of control and a lot of that happened. We talk about, you know, God and how he treated things and people and in his life. And it's weird because that keeps coming up in my life about how I believe Jesus was a mystic. He was a healer.
Yeah.
He did everything.
Yeah.
He wasn't this terrible person and people crucified him for that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a whole religion thing. But yeah, it's interesting how people perceive things. I believe religion aspect of things are control over humans and people.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That's why I felt free once I let those blinders go.
Yeah.
Like I know, like it was like a weird thing because I just had a show with a person who went through the same thing as I did, but he was a Christian and then left and then fell through, because when you go through this whole situation and stuff and denounce your Christianity and stuff like that, you go through a period of time in your life where you're alone and depressed and no one's there to help you, because you know when you're a follower of Christ, you're supposed to have people around to be there for you, and that never really
you're part
happened.
Of a community. Yeah,
and that community wasn't really a community because those people that I thought were like a family pushed me away and said like really bad things, which I thought was like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, what are you talking about? And it got to the point where it got bad and I had to block them because I was like, that's not what God would do. That's not a God that I thought was an actual God. And then it got to the point where it got real bad. I was like, I can't do this no more. Like it was literally tearing me apart and I had to leave it. And once I did that, like I fell into like a worse depression and felt alone. And then after a while, like I started reading watching videos and reading like witchcraft and paganism and Buddhism, just all these different like religions and other different paths that kind of spoke to me in a way. And just being out in nature and the trees and the air and the birds, the dirt, it just speaks to you more freely, and it felt peaceful, you know, and relaxing, and something that it wasn't making me fear for my life.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like when I was a Christian, I felt feared for my life because, oh my gosh, I sinned. You know, I got to ask for forgiveness. You know, I ate a piece of ham. I wasn't supposed to eat this on, you know, this or that. It's just like.
I like ham and cheese.
I'm a meat. I like meat, so
I can relate with you absolutely 110%. I had a very similar thing happen to me when I was in my 30s, and it does make you feel like alone when you are left kind of like basically kicked out on your own. Like go deal with it yourself, because nobody's going to be around for you to help you. But you do find a support system eventually. Thankfully, luckily, I found some wonderful people to surround myself with while I've found my own path too, which is a very wonderful thing to have.
Yeah. And I guess it goes hand in hand too when we find paranormal, right? That's the sin. Like we're not supposed to be talking to things or believing in other creatures and stuff like that. So it's kind of weird
I could
how
never
everything
talk
is
about
a circle.
Yeah, I could never talk about any of my gifts or anything, because that was like, oh no, that's Satan.
Oh yeah.
Work,
oh yeah.
You know?
You can't speak in tongues because that was evil.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
you can eat the body of Christ, but
I always wonder what cryptids think about religion. So.
What cryptids think about religion? That's funny.
I mean, really, like we can go whole down a Alice in the rabbit hole, but I don't know.
We could.
We could.
If we ever get to interview Bigfoot, maybe we can find out.
He's right there.
I'm right here.
It's interesting, and I am, one of my goals is to definitely go up to Salem, just because of my own personal connections, and I would love to really go to the House of Seven Gables and see if I can really connect to some of the spirits there. Did you? Now that you do the paranormal and all that, did you see things? Like you say that when you were a kid that you've seen a lot of things and a lot of things in your peripheral. Did you feel a lot too when you were there? You said it was peaceful, but do you feel like...
Oh, well, that was the thing. A couple of weeks ago, I was in Salem before I was there yesterday, and the first time in Salem. And as soon as I stepped on the roads where they stepped at, you know, you could feel them there. And the weird part was like, oh my gosh, this is weird, you know, because a lot of bad stuff happened here. But at that point, it's like they're in peace about it, I guess, if that makes any sense. And you could feel it. Like you could feel the peacefulness in there because of everybody else is a witch there and practicing and just feeling more comfortable about it on what they believe in, and the spirits loved it. And for the first time in my life, like I could feel them there, like just saying it's gonna be okay, you're doing the right thing. And when I felt that, I felt like an emotion. It was kind of a weird, I would say like a weird high experience. Yeah, it was just comforting, and I felt like nothing could stop me now for what I want to do in my life.
Yeah. Cool. I think that's really cool. Like,
yeah,
I just want to go there and touch the headstones and just feel like all the spirits, not just, you know, the Salem witch trials and stuff like that. I have this thing, I want to feel the land.
Yeah, and it's beautiful there. It's an amazing feeling, and I can't even explain it. I'll have to let you experience that for yourself, because I know you're gonna probably feel. I don't know if you feel the same or different, but everybody has a different experience there.
Yeah, I think it's just individual experience and what you have, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up there. I am gonna go there. So I'm waiting for it, but
we will get there eventually.
We will get there eventually.
Well, let me know, because I'll definitely come and hang out.
Oh heck yeah,
that'd be awesome.
We'll just, you know what? We'll be like the three witches from
other bitches.
Movie.
Hocus Pocus.
Yes,
Focus, there you
and
go.
I'm going to be the one that goes like this. But
You're
yeah,
funny.
that would be awesome. What do you feel? So one of the other cryptids, and I know that we've talked a little bit about this, but they talk about the, what is it? The Devil's Triangle. And it's that one cryptid that's there. I've had a couple of people have experiences with that thing. I don't know if I could, because we are from a mountainous area. And I lived in the North Idaho for a long time. And I remember my father got us stuck in the middle of the mountains. That's a whole nother story. It was almost a bi-weekly occurrence with my father, but you know. But I remember the one evening that we had gotten stuck, and it took us until 4 a.m. for my dad to dig the truck out. And I can't tell you what it was, but it was not Bigfoot. It was not an animal, but it was something very terrifying. And my dad never gets scared. I mean, he has, but you know,
Not
but this
like
one,
that.
it was like he was getting his gun and he was like throwing stuff like, get out of here. And he told us all to get in the truck.
Oh, wow.
It was just terrible, like terrifying for my father. And he, years later, he described what he saw, and it almost resembled the Jersey Devil. That's what I was thinking. What do you think about that creature?
I don't know. A lot of people talk about it, but I've never really experienced it for myself. But it would be interesting because I am a hunter, so it'd be
yeah, that's and my dad as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've been out in the woods a lot. I've seen a lot of weird stuff, a lot of weird experiences, but it'd be cool to go experience something like that.
Yeah, like
Would it be cool or would it be
elementals
terrifying?
Our elements
both.
are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, you being a kid out in the middle of you're thinking, okay, what is this coming after us? Of course, you know, my dad scared us about the bears, you know,
Right.
they'll come eat you and stuff. But I mean,
Bears,
there's some terrifying
wolves.
things. Yeah,
Coyotes, cougars.
like I don't know. And then you got the, you know, the big old tall, I have no idea what it is. Slender Man is the one that scares the crap out of me as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
I've had
Interesting.
experience with. Yeah, Slender Man.
Yeah.
I've seen
Did you
him
have
in the
experience?
woods. In the woods,
Really?
yeah.
Oh wow.
More in the woods than at a probably more than a place, I would say.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know what to think of it. Could be an
I
alien.
think it's kind of, I mean,
You know?
yeah, that's what is your top movie? Like anything cryptid, anything like that. What is your top movie that scares you?
Oh,
That's the
I was gonna say top movie. I was gonna say Harry and the Henderson, but
Yes, I love that movie.
I mean, that movie's amazing.
I like. Is it Jacques the Bigfoot Hunter or what his name is?
you're shocked. That's too funny. But I would say probably the most scariest. I would say Chucky.
Really?
Mm.
Oh,
Chucky?
that's funny because he doesn't like dolls. That's funny.
Nope. I don't like dolls.
Oh, that's true. So like Saw, you couldn't watch, you know, because you got the little jigsaw dude. Let's play a game.
Yep. Nope.
No.
Those are up my alley. I'm okay with those.
Have you watched the actual Annabelle movies with the dolls?
Nope.
No.
He's like, nope.
Nope. Nope.
And
Oh,
you watch
that's
The
great.
Nun all day long, but when it comes to like the doll,
Well, my parents introduced Chucky to me when I was a kid, and Jaws and all those like Freddy Krueger, Mike Myers.
Yep.
Like I grew up since I was a kid, and the weird part is, you know what the weird part is about all this? I've experienced all that. I won't even let my little kid experience watch those movies. I'm like, what the hell was wrong with my parents?
What were my parents thinking?
yeah. Yeah, like I don't know. I watched Chainsaw Massacre. That was
yeah.
over and over and over again.
Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh.
Isn't it? It's great.
Oh, gosh.
I think my parents always thought I had this very twisted and strange personality because I watched horror movies from the time I was just a little kid and was always fascinated with horror movies.
Mhm.
And they always thought I was a weirdo because I was like, oh, it's cool, it's a horror movie, let's watch it. And they're like,
Yeah.
just like the weird stuff.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Oh my gosh. So here's a fun question, and this goes for Ginger too. Okay. if you had to spend, and I already know Animal's answer, but if you have to spend one night in a forest with one cryptid, it's Bigfoot, I know, but which one are you choosing?
Bigfoot.
You'd choose Bigfoot, huh? I would.
Yeah.
If I got to pick any of them,
Yeah.
probably a fairy. Like, why not? Why not go magical if you're going to go in the forest? A creature.
That or Mothman.
I almost said Mothman.
But I don't know. Mothman has that butt statue. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stay away from him. He has a
like,
bunch
who
of
developed
steel.
that statue? Seriously, like, do we like, Arnold and then put like a terrifying bat thing on him and
Like that statue in can't remember where it's at. Is it Pleasantville or whatever they call it, where the Mothman statue's at? They like stick things up its butt crack and stuff like that.
Oh my
like
gosh!
dollar bills
Seriously?
and just weird shit and stuff like.
wow,
Food.
He's making it rain.
Yeah, he's definitely shaking what his creator gave him.
His moneymaker.
Shake that moneymaker. I wonder if you just like look at him right. It looks like he's shaking it. Like people running around the statue.
I wouldn't want that statue in my house.
No, it's like creepy. He reminds me of like, remember The Fly? That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just a giant. Yeah. And then in Idaho, I was going to tell you, we apparently have had sightings. You talk about being in Florida. We've had sightings of the big thunderbird.
Oh, wow.
Here over Boise. And there's been numerous sightings.
Boise.
Yeah. In Boise.
Boise.
Boise, Idaho.
Oh, you're in Idaho.
Yeah, we're in Idaho, but we're on the other side. We're along the banana belt, is what they call it.
I'm trying to think, where is that near? That's not near Montana, is it?
No, we're closer
Idaho?
to Montana. Yeah, we're Montana's north of us, but Boise is like closer to Oregon. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Oregon. That'd be a cool place.
Oh, it's amazing. Do it.
Beautiful.
I was thinking the Oregon Trail back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Hey, now that would be a good thing for people to really connect with nature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Snakes and spiders and oh my.
No. All along the Oregon Trail. You got it.
Yeah. Oh man, back in the day.
Just back kidding. In my day.
Back in my day.
The Oregon Trail actually goes through Idaho.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
and you want to talk about paranormal. Like we have a bunch of places that are we've had a Chinese encampment camp that's like outside of Twin Falls.
Wow.
We have a bunch of people that died on the Oregon Trail, especially like we have the Bear River Massacre that happened.
Yep.
The state parks massacre, right? Massacre Rocks.
Yeah, Massacre Rocks.
We've had a lot of that. There is what we call the water babies that are here in Idaho.
On the local reservation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And those are an interesting thing to, talk about. Those I've had my own experience with. And we have tons of stuff over here. It's awesome. Crazy. Now you can look into it and go, whoa. On
top of all of like we have all of the places where there was gold mining and ghost towns scattered all over.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of cool, crazy stuff here. I
gotta add stuff to my list.
I specifically every year my husband and I will go to different ghost towns, and because I have an obsession with ghost towns and old cemeteries, and so he knows every place we go. If there's a cemetery, we're gonna see it because I haven't been. So we go see all of the cemeteries.
Here in New England, there's cemeteries in the middle of a gas station. Like there's cemeteries in every corner here, and they're old, very, very old.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's crazy.
Isn't it over there? Like I went to North Carolina and we started in Philadelphia and went to North Carolina to Jacksonville, but it's crazy because I was thrown off because every little thing that you turn, there's these lands, like these hollows, and they have their own little cemetery right there in front of their house. And I'm like,
oh yeah, like plantation.
Can't we do that over here? Like that would save us so much money.
Plant mom and dad in the backyard. It'll be fine.
You don't have to tax your land.
Yeah, that's true. If you have a cemetery on your land, you don't have to pay taxes.
Well, what the heck am I waiting for? Come on, Grandma.
That's
I'll
great.
call my mother. No, I'm just kidding.
Now I gotta call my mother. Oh my gosh. So what do you think is out there that you think we're not ready to discover yet? That's the last closing question.
I still think, and I know this is like a weird hypothesis, and that's a big word, me saying that. Wow, that took a lot out of my. That was a big.
You're like, well, we're almost done. Like,
I know people like think a lot of the dinosaurs. I still believe there's dinosaurs out there on an island that are still roaming around, and kind of like Jurassic Park, kind of in a way, but not in a park, but like just out there living, and that the government knows about it.
That's possible, yeah.
Because
why not? Komodo dragons, we can find them.
Yeah.
I think it's possible. I also believe that there is a world beneath our world.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Like Land of the Lost, or like
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
There's so many opportunities out there that I feel like we haven't even touched or be able to touch.
Yeah.
And science is getting closer every day.
I wish I had a machine that I could just travel the world and just see life of the past and the future. You know what I mean? That'd be cool to see what's going on. What happened back then. What can we make better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. And I feel like the philosophers that we had back in the day, in like the 1300s, I think they were, I'm sorry, but I think they were smarter than we are today. Because we weren't, on the phone all the time. Granted, I'm on my phone all the time. I'm not being a hypocrite, but I'm just saying, I think because like you were talking about with spiritual experiences and all that, you made a really huge point. I think back in the day, we studied, we looked into it, we talked about it, we really sat with the land and tried to connect with it. But now I think that's gone. I think people are not doing it anymore. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, Animal, where can everybody find you?
Well, they could find me not in someone's backyard. No, I'm just kidding. No,
nothing to see here.
No, they can find me on Animal X Files, my YouTube. Let's see, YouTube, Facebook. Can't remember all the other stuff. iTunes. So many stuff out there. I can't remember all the streaming stuff. But yeah, just type in Animal Expedition Files. It'll pop up anywhere on Google. So yeah, you'll definitely be able to find my Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. So can't miss it.
Yeah, and we'll definitely share all your information on the show notes and everything. So, oh my gosh, this has been an amazing episode. Seriously.
I have a question, just really quick. Do you have any cool, crazy, amazing, upcoming things to tell us about?
Actually, I'm in the middle of filming a documentary right now. Kind of talking about deconstructing Christianity.
Wow.
Which will be a very intense kind of documentary. Interviewing other people who went through the same thing and how did they get through it.
Oh, very cool. And I'd be interested. We would definitely share that. So
definitely, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's been great.
This is super fun. I know. I don't want it to end. I'm like, we could sit here and talk all night.
Right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, guys, I think this has been an awesome episode, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Share. That's where we're at today.
Share.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us, Gathering of the Shadows on Facebook, and we're on YouTube. And we are working on getting on Insta, and we are on TikTok. You can follow us at MessyJessy56, or you could follow Ginger the Mystic on there as well. We share content all the time. We'll be sharing some really cool shorts, or you can see me on Pocatello Paranormal. I will drop them just because they've been amazing to me, and so here we are. And
that's awesome.
Catch us next time, guys. What are we doing? Peace. Oh, peace.
Rock on.
Okay, thanks, guys.